oneself. Now, if I may ask, if the church autonomy should be in that way, why the churches write out letters to fellow congregations, inviting them for programs? They would have done it on their own. Why the churches write out to sister congregations for help? All these things should exist if the autonomy does not promote equality. We know that all these things that we're talking about is in the past. We are talking about the present, and they are coming together. There is harmonization. Go and make research. You see that the Bible colleges, various Bible colleges are coming together to have a unified Bible curriculum. And with this Bible curriculum, I can assure you that many doctrinal differences are going to be thrashed out. And if these things can be achieved, what then can we say about the future of the church? The future of the church will be top notch. And how can you say that there is disunity? I want to ask my opponent a very rhetorical question. Pray for peace and unity in the church. Is Jesus not God? Do you want to tell me that Jesus cannot also make that wish come true? Jesus, that God is not going to answer that prayer. Let us think about it. Now, coming to the BOT, I had my opposing side talking about the BOT. Now, I want to ask them this question. In the book of Acts, chapter 12, when they had a sharp contrast on the problem of circumcision, what happened? Paul and his crew came down to Jerusalem, and all the churches came down to Jerusalem, and they had a council. They had to thrash out this matter. These preachers following, they are condemning. And mediums, even in the Bible, they had similar programs that people come together to agree, to see what the Bible really says. How can you tell me that preachers follow causes disunity? How then is it promoting disunity? I want us to ask, let us have a clear view of what they are saying and what you are saying. You still have an opportunity to come and join us here and propose with us. But for the meantime, I'm telling you that the future of the church promises unity to the believers. Now, what else are we saying? You've talked about many programs that are causing disunity. I want to tell you that once they are coming together of people, they are bound to be unity. You talked about the football competition fighting. Yes, you can say that, but I want to tell you, each football competition we have here, we register ourselves with the members of those people coming. We have fellowship here, we sing here, we pray here together. And how come we deal with disunity? Says, I can know you, you can know me, I can go back. Tomorrow I can say, yes, this is that brother that scored that goal. This is that brother that kicked very well. How can we tell that there will be disunity? Some of us will use that medium to associate ourselves. We can use that medium to get to know a brother that is working for a different company and how we can relate. And thus, the unity of the church keeps growing and keeps growing. You cannot tell me that what God has planned, what Jesus has planned, will be falling down. Thanks.
Now, to my opposing side, I want you to understand that the board of trustees have limited approaches to settling conflict. For instance, we have a conflict at the church at Akatan, where a brother who donated the land for the church came back and locked the church premises. When the boss asked to apologize, and the man did not apologize, what else did they do to ensure unity in the church at Akatan? Nothing, virtually nothing. Even Jesus Christ in his parable said, allow the wheat and the tares to grow together. On the judgment day, we will uproot them. Now, moving further, the issue of autonomy, telling us that the Council of Jerusalem brought about unity and all the rest of the things. Now, I want you to look at, take away the aspect of writing letters, inviting congregation to forums which other congregations are holding. Take your mind to the fact that autonomy here goes beyond just writing letter, but when you talk about autonomy, a situation where a church has its own stand doctrinally, can we say that we will have doctrinal unity in autonomy? Please think about that very well. Now, saying Jesus Christ prayed for unity. Yes, he prayed for unity. Why? Because he knew that there would be division in the church. He knew that immediately after his ascension, crisis would come upon the church. That is why Jesus Christ prayed for unity for praying's sake. But he understood that a little while to come, there will be disunity in the church. Now, talking about the Preachers Forum, I want you to understand that Wole Soyinka, when he formed the International Association of Sea Dogs, did not intend it to be a threat to national security. But as time went on, that other persons who may not have really understood what he wanted, hijacked the group and turned it into something else. When you talk about Preachers Forum, understand that the time will come when the younger generations who did not understand the intention of the fathers to form Preachers Forum will do what? Will hijack them for other purposes that will cause disunity. There will come a time, for instance, my local congregation, because of crisis, the Preachers Forum is now saying that any church that wants to employ a preacher should bring the preacher first to them for confirmation. Don't you think that with the nature of human being, there will come a time that selfish ambitions will come into that, and that will cause disunity? Now, talking